More Asian countries are closing their borders to the UK as concerns grow over the new, more infectious strain of COVID-19. China's largest airline will suspend flights from Britain from tomorrow for 2 weeks. Japan, South Korea and the Philippines are the latest to tighten travel curbs. Japan will ban the entry of non-citizens flying from the UK from tomorrow. Nationals and residents returning home next week will be allowed to isolate at home if they submit proof of a negative test. South Korea and the Philippines will temporarily suspend flights from Britain until the end of the year. Seoul's ban takes effect today, while Manila's will begin tomorrow. More than 50 other countries have now banned travellers from the UK, including most of the European Union. But France, Belgium and the Netherlands have relaxed restrictions, provided travellers have a recent negative test. At the same time, scuffles have erupted at the English port city of Dover. Thousands of trucks have been stranded since Sunday. Many freight drivers could miss Christmas depending on their test results.
Ollie Barrett joins us live now from London for more on this. Ollie, let's start off with that key trade route between Dover and Calais. What's happening there?
It is open again, but it's going to take some time to clear that backlog, Dawn. There are hundreds and hundreds of lorries and their drivers waiting in Kent in southern England, trying to get back across the channel to France and, for many of them, beyond to other European countries. The deal that's been struck between the UK and France allows that freight to start moving again over that channel route, but it does require testing to be carried out. So a huge testing operation for these lorry drivers is now being rolled out by British authorities. One key point of the deal that was struck between the UK and France is that the French are allowing lateral flow tests to be used to provide negative test results here. That was considered crucial to getting this route moving again, because those results can come back very quickly, even if the accuracy is not as high as the PCR tests that France had been wanting. That could have meant that drivers would have been waiting 24 or 48 hours for their test results, and that wouldn't really have been a sustainable way of reopening this absolutely crucial freight route. We are going to take some time, as I say, to clear that backlog, and retailers here in the UK are saying we may still see some shortages of fresh fruit and vegetables on British supermarket shelves over the coming days as that backlog is cleared.
Ollie, a few EU nations have relaxed travel curbs to the UK. Will other member states likely follow?
That's certainly what the European Commission is calling for. They believe that the travel restrictions that have been put in place on Britain should be relaxed so that the supply chain isn't further disrupted beyond what's already taken place. That said, the European Commission is also recommending that it should only be for essential travel. So it certainly will be for some time, I think, that travel from the UK to other European countries is limited to a significant extent. We are, of course, heading into the Christmas period, so that may well mean that some people are going to be stranded here in the UK who wanted to get home or visit people in other European countries over the Christmas period. It's going to be some time again before all of that backlog is worked through, and as I say, it will mean that lots of people are stranded where they didn't want to be over the Christmas period.
Ollie, things are moving rather quickly with this mutant strain of COVID-19, and British officials are now looking to review the current lockdown measures. Could the toughest restrictions perhaps be expanded to the rest of the country now?
They may well be, and we may well hear something from the government on that today. A couple of ways this could be handled. Some suggestions that ministers are considering extending that toughest Tier 4 to other parts of England, which are close to some of those places where the new variant has been spreading most quickly. The other way, of course, of doing it would be to put the whole of England into Tier 4 restrictions. It may well be that from Boxing Day, the day after Christmas, or perhaps from early in January, that larger parts or the entirety of England does end up in Tier 4. That is certainly what some government scientists are calling for, and ministers now weighing up that balance. We've been hearing from British scientists today as well, saying that they continue to study this new variant, making the point that the genomic sequencing and surveillance that Britain has means it has a huge amount of data to look at. Still learning a lot about this new variant, but scientists here believe that it is already in many other countries and may even have originated outside of the United Kingdom, but have been spotted here first. Crucially, though, scientists still don't believe they have any evidence to suggest it's more dangerous in terms of the severity of the disease that people get when they catch this particular variant, but clearly worrying the rate that it's spreading in the UK and potentially in some other European countries.
Still so much to learn about this new strain. Ollie, thank you very much for that update. Ollie Barrett there in London.